Mike Moore Media.
I'm checking in with Summer Woodard, City Manager in Reidsville. She's on the line right now. Hey, Summer, hope things are going well around the city.
Good morning, Mike. Yes, they are. I hope you're doing well.
I am, and I tell you, it's busy around the city, isn't it? A lot going on this Saturday, for instance. So let's jump right in some things, and we'll take notes because there's a lot to talk about.
Yes, sir. So we have got a busy next few months. So we're really excited for this Saturday, and we would love for our listeners and viewers to come out. This Saturday, March the 25th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., we will have an open house at City Hall. Please feel free. We'll be doing tours at City Hall. We'll also have our Touth-A-Truck event out here directly in front of City Hall where Moorhead Street is. We will have that closed off so we can display some really unique vehicles, emergency services vehicles, some dump trucks. So we're really excited about that. And then also, anyone who comes out that day will have a chance to find and secure a 150th medallion. So we will have one for those in attendance to try and find. So we're excited about that. But it'll be a great event this Saturday from 10 to 2 here at City Hall.
Okay, and that will be right there on Moorhead Street. And then a group of merchants, some of the merchants will be open downtown for their spring event as well. So it's a big day. It's
a huge day. So when you come downtown and you visit City Hall, make sure that you go down and visit all of our downtown merchants. I know they're doing a spring event, so please go down there and visit them, shop with them, and see all the great things that they have and all the hard work they do for our beautiful city.
That's exactly right. And talking about that, I've been through the downtown area a couple of times here in the last week, actually Monday, and looking at your streetscape, that is coming along nicely. Give us an update.
Yes, sir. So we are working on our streetscape. We are in the final touches of it. We are going to move forward with paving on Gilmer and also there on Scales. So we will have a schedule out in about a month. We want to make sure that we're communicating with the merchants and, of course, our residents so they can know what to expect with the repaving. But we will be finishing the repaving and starting that aspect of the project. We will also be moving forward with going ahead and planting the crepe myrtles now. Since the project has been on schedule, we are going to make it in the time frame in which we can plant the crepe myrtles. So we're going to go ahead and get that downtown as well. I do want to talk about, I know there's some concerns, with the bump outs we have. We did do the bump outs for really two reasons. One, they do meet all standards and specs. But the first reason, the primary reason, was to slow traffic and really get people. Most of your bump outs are calming measures to slow traffic, get people to really look to see what beautiful stores we have and places they can visit. So that's one way as a traffic calming measure. But the second part to this, too, is it's also a way in the bump outs to create some more green space for our downtown. So with the bump outs, I know we never want to lose parking, but we did lose 5 parking spots. We're hoping maybe to gain some of those back when we do some restriping with our paving, but we did lose 5. I know it may look like we've lost more, but right now it has only been 5. And again, that's something we didn't want to happen, but just trying to take safety in consideration and then also creating more green space. We did move forward with the bump out.
Yeah, well, they're looking great, and the sidewalks are beautiful.
Thank you. I want to give a shout out to our Public Works Department, specifically Lindsey Tuttle and his crew. They have done an amazing job. This entire project, we've been able to do over 90% of it in-house because of the talented staff that we have here working at the City of Reidsville. So each of those members of that team are to be commended for their hard work on this project.
Well, when I hear you say something like 90%, now that's saving a lot of money right there.
Yes, sir, it is. I mean, that's substantial to be able to do this large a scale of project in-house without having to contract every single portion out.
Yeah, okay, very good. Okay, so what's next on today's agenda?
The other thing I did want to talk about is our all-inclusive park. We were really hoping to be able to have the groundbreaking ceremony for the all-inclusive park this Saturday in conjunction with our City Hall event. However, as many of our listeners and viewers are aware, we've not had the best weather the last few months, so we are behind schedule on our all-inclusive park. So our crews are working very hard to get that up to speed. We will not have our ribbon cutting this Saturday, but we are hoping to have a ribbon cutting later this spring and open that park later this spring. But just did want to give an update on that. We have had some weather delays with the all-inclusive park, but we're still moving forward with that, and we're still hoping for a spring opening of that facility.
Oh, when that's done, that is going to be a wonderful addition for sure to the downtown area.
Yes, sir, it will be.
Okay. You mentioned before we started today, Founders Day. What is that?
So that was another event that I really wanted to get on our viewers and listeners' radar is next month for the 150th celebration, we're going to be having our Founders Day event, which is going to be April the 22nd at Governor Reed House. And it's going to be from 10 to 2 p.m. And Governor Reed House will be open for tours to the public. We've got some really cool activities planned for that day. So that is just kind of a history of our Founders Day for the city of Reidsville, and we're going to kick that off at Governor Reed House. So if everyone wants to go ahead and mark their calendars, again, that would be Saturday, April the 22nd from 10 to 2 p.m. at Governor Reed House to come in and tour Governor Reed's home and see some really cool history on the city of Reidsville.
Yeah, that's a neat structure there, too. A lot of people may not even know that that's there, but it's right across the railroad tracks. And, so that's good to have that in Reidsville.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's next?
So two other quick things I did want to reach out to our listeners and viewers is you may have noticed some of our bus stop shelters that are going up through town. This was a project of our city council, and it was in partnership with ADTS. And I'd really like to give a shout out to ADTS and Kathy's team there who have made this possible, this partnership. But we have partnered with ADTS, and we're putting up some bus stop shelters for the SCAT bus. We currently have put one here at the library across from the side of City Hall. There'll be one at our all-inclusive park. We'll also be putting one at our splash pad. There's one at our Public Works facility trying to get that's a stop there with a lot of the apartment complexes. Then we also have put one at our rec center, and then we're also going to be putting one at Salvation Army. So, with the elements the way they are, transportation is a huge need for our community. This bus stop shelters, they provide coverage, whether it's raining like today or if it's really hot, you've got some shade to sit in as you're waiting to get on the SCAT bus. So we're really excited for that partnership and City Council being so supportive of that and with the partnership with ADTS. So if you see some bus stop shelters around town that has the R logo on it, just know that we're very excited for that project.
Oh, sure. Oh, that's going to be appreciated by so many people that use that for sure. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Splash Pad, getting ready for that.
Yes, sir. So Splash Pad, we're continuing to work on that. We have had some delays with that project as well, unfortunately. We have still saw some supply and demand issues with that project, but we are still moving forward with that. I don't know necessarily that we will have that opened this year for spring. It may be late summer or early spring of next year, but we're very excited because we think this will be a huge draw for our community, and it'll be a great recreational opportunity for our community. We want to make it perfect. We want to make it right. So we are kind of taking our time and making sure we get the right equipment and everything gets here in a timely manner. So Splash Pad, just bear with us. We are still working through that. We still have plans for it. We just may not meet our proposed time schedule.
Yeah. Well, that those supply issues, that's affecting everybody everywhere, it seems. So for those that don't know, where will that be, Summer?
That's a great question. So our Splash Pad is going to be located at the lower JC Park area. And where that is located, that is there right below Turks. So we're really excited for that. We think that's great visibility. That'll also provide hopefully some opportunities for some businesses there, where if you're going to the Splash Pad, you've got Farmer's Table, You've also got Turks where you can go and get some food. So we're really hoping when we place this this splash pad in this area, that will maybe spur some growth and also encourage visitors of the splash pad to visit those businesses that are there in that area.
Mm-hmm. Lots of businesses between downtown there and on out Scale Street too. So you're
yes,
right.
Sir.
So yeah, there's some potential there. That's for sure. Okay. All right. Well, Summer, anything else before we wrap it up?
No, sir. I just really want to thank our viewers and listeners. And as always, please feel free to call the City of Reidsville. My number here is 336-349-1036. We're here to help in any way we can, and we appreciate everybody listening.
Yep. Thanks for your time. Always good to visit with you, and hopefully we'll see you on Saturday.
That sounds great. Thank you so much, Mike.
Thanks, Summer. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Summer Woodard, Reidsville City Manager, our monthly podcast. We try to do this on the fourth Wednesday of the month, and it's available wherever you get podcasts. And I remind you, as always, to support our Reidsville businesses, shop local, and we appreciate that. That is a win-win for everyone when you support local businesses. And also, be sure to go to the website, riseup.reidsville.com, for more information. Our sponsor on this program, and has been for many, many years, Strader's Shoe Store in Penrose Mall, where you can find a really good selection of spring and summer footwear coming in now, new Hey Dude shoes for girls and boys, and I'm looking at that on their Facebook page. These are really cool shoes, kids, now available at Strader's. And for those new first-time walkers, getting that the right shoe, the right fit, Strader's does that, and Stride Right is the shoe to start with for those young feet. And then they have all of the other brands, too, for older feet as we go through our years. Stride Right sneakers. Well, if I start naming names here, oh, my goodness, they do have they have Hoka, and I better start naming. I better stop naming, because more than 50 name brands you'll find there at Strader's Shoe Store, Penrose Mall in Reidsville. They've been serving the area since 1933.